How y'all doing today? I trust all is well out here in this social media world. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start off with a really amazing video. I love all master teachers that have come before us, that have taught all of us a lot of stuff we may get from them, and you always got to pay homage to those that have come before you, right? And I'm going to start off with this video because I want to do a follow up from yesterday. Because after coming off yesterday, I'm noticing a conversation that's brewing, which is a great conversation, right? But also, my boy, my Sag twin, my Sag energy twin here. Um, love him. Always great information. No matter how old it could be, I could watch the most oldest stuff by this brother and still be so intrigued over and over again. Him, who will say Bobby Hemmett to say Bobby Hemmett, Panic. I could keep going, man. I can say so many people that I have learned from. The Pills, uh, so many. Like I could just name so many. So I want to open with this because he's saying something here. And yesterday I was saying like when I was talking about the Inquisition, and I was saying that a lot of the people that were already here had to play off and live a double life for 500 years, pretty much, because it still goes on today. So I'm going to play this TikTok video from our brother Bobby Hemmett. Love our Bobby Hemmett, giving honors to him and all his teachings because he's amazing. But he says something so profound here that I think most miss.
They said most of the people still want to hang on to this world. You still planning for a future in this world. And in order to get to that, you got to give up all this world. Now, we know that don't mean now to make it so, because some people think I still got a lot of work on the earth. I don't want to leave right now, leave no people behind. They're not talking about taking you somewhere and you don't come back. This mothership is for the first part of the 144,000 is to take you to prepare your body to be the cosmic warrior. Open you up and give you the knowledge of God. And make you God so you can come back and take this thing over God style. Which means the devil don't stand a chance. So that should be some ease to some of you all.
Right? So some people want to hold on to what they think is. They want to hold on to it. It's comfortable for what seems familiar, what is familiar. What's uncomfortable is change. And change only means growth. Change doesn't mean you're changing who you are or you're becoming some weird person, but change is growth. And in that change of growth, you're supposed to grow spiritually. So you're supposed to learn how to detach from things. Like he said, most people don't want to let go of what's going on in the world. They don't want to let go of this worldly stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to let go. They want to hold on to it. Not realizing it's not going to help them gain their highest essence of self. So to let go is we need to learn to do that. Because for so long we've lived in a illusional world, right? So yesterday, as I was talking about the Spanish Inquisition, when all this stuff happened, and I was telling you it went from a religion thing to then a racial thing. So But as I was reading through it and I'm looking at how a lot of these people had to play it off, a lot of the Aboriginal, indigenous people, the Moors, the Israelites, however you want to coin us, had to live a fake life for a long time because it wasn't their nature to be this way when these strangers came. It wasn't in their nature to be that way. So I started looking at my own family tree through this presentation due to the background and where we come from, and all of that. And still tracing myself back to know that no matter what side I come from, I'm still a Moor, regardless. Whether it's Cuba, any of them, North, South, Central America, anywhere that my family's coming from. So, at looking at my tree and see not just names, but survivors, I see survivors in these stories. I don't just see names. So, what I'm describing is the science of the bloodline, the silent inherited resistance of a people who refuse to let their natural nature be extinguished by the fires of the Inquisition or the labels of the state. We're going to focus on these oral traditions and the secret household. This is how my family kept the real alive while presenting a fake mask to the world. And now I'm realizing that they did, just based on the way I grew up. So the internal versus external culture. The Inquisition's greatest weapon was the census and the church record. To survive, your ancestors had to develop a split screen existence. Mine did. Mine did a split screen existence. The external mask, the fake. A Spanish or English surname. The internal nature, identity. A secret knowledge of being Asiatic or Israelite. The external mask, practicing attending church mass on Sundays. The internal nature, practice secret Friday, Saturday rituals or moon watching. The external mask, the fake, speech, speaking the language of the occupier. The internal nature, speech, specific family words, idioms or tonal shifts. So based even off of if you got an accent or any of that, you were still trying to hold on to your nature, to what you are naturally supposed to be. My family, 7-day Adventist. So I grew up where the TV wasn't on Friday night. None of that. My family didn't eat pork. My whole life, like, this is what it was. So my family was 7-day Adventists to hide the fact that they were Asiatic Israelites. Because their practice stayed with God's law, with God's way. Even if you read biblically, certain animals split hoofs you're not supposed to put in your mouth, no way. See, in order to follow God's law, you have to study this Bible. But anytime you on the other side, you against what is laid out for this land as the law of the land, not the law of man. So, my grandmother. Right? So, my mom's side, looking, tribal, all the tribes. Dad's side, tribes, and also indigenous people of the Central America and South America. Like, whoa, okay. So, the grandmother science or the family proof. And you need to go back and study, how did your grandmother practice? Because some of y'all had to go to church on Sunday. And grandma stuck to strict rules for these rules. Sunday school, church. We had Sabbath school, church. Whether you went to what was it called? Um you had Bible school, but you had something else they used to do too. Can't remember. Something they used to do when I was growing up in Seventh-day Adventist, right? As a Seventh-day Adventist. So when the state, the Inquisition, took the books in the temples, the Moorish Israelite science moved into the kitchen and the nursery. Think about your family's specific natural nature. Your family's specific natural nature. The diet. Did they have a dislike for pork that was never explained as religious? Just we don't eat that? My family told us why we didn't eat it. We couldn't eat it. We couldn't eat it. I didn't know what it tastes like till I became an adult. Now I don't eat it anymore, but I didn't know what it tastes like until I became an adult. I had no idea what pork tastes like because my mom, you couldn't even cook it in her home. Period. So that diet seems so surreal to the diets of those ancient times when it comes out of my household. And when I look back at my grandparents, the burial, did they bury the unalive quickly or in a specific direction to the east? The healing, did they use roots or oils and prayers that felt older than the Bible they were carrying? Yes, because we get sick. My mom ain't running to the doctor. She's brewing something in the kitchen that her mama and grandmama and them did too. And it was the best medicine ever. So yep. The recognition. The look in the eye when meeting others who know, a silent acknowledgement of nationality. Was there a recognition there? Yes, because we'll recognize each other now. If you it especially as a nation of people, what is your thing when you see your brother or sister, especially brothers? They throw their head up, fist up, head up, something. Is to say that I see you. It's a recognition of who we is. Nobody's like us. We are the culture. We are the reason. Guess why? Everybody want to be like us. They want to walk like us, talk like us, dance like us, rap like us, sing like us, all around the world. So who ain't a culture? The culture is us. They would never just unalive everyone here when we know this place like no other. We know our own land. So why would they take us out to go get somebody from somewhere else that don't know nothing about it to come over here and work it? Does that even sound right? You have to start asking yourself about all the lies that you're finding out right now. That you got to really dig deeper into the lies that you've been told your whole life. Right? Right. So, this wasn't religion, y'all. Religion is a set of rules you adopt. Religion is a set of rules you adopt. What my family did was nature. You don't practice being a lion. You are just one, even if you're in a cage. My dog right now is in his kennel because he's learning how to go to the bathroom, right? He's still a dog. Just because he's in a kennel don't make him no dog. He'll still bite you. So a lion don't need to know it's a lion. That's why we didn't need a thing called to tell us, oh, this is your religion. So that's why the prophet Brian said, what is our religion? Islamism. It's the application of Islam, of peace in your life. Peace with your brother, peace with your sister, peace with the animals outside, peace with everything. That's the natural way of being. It's not a religion. It's not a religion. But as I said, when people try to say, well, this Jew or that Jew, and those people held on to the custom and the culture that you didn't. Some of you rather took on what you took on because you didn't want to be a lion. You wanted somebody to tell you you was a monkey and not a lion, and you knew you was a lion. This is how we got. It wasn't no strength. It wasn't a physical takeover. It was all a mental takeover. All of it was. The indigenous connection, a Mexam's children. Because this is a Mexam. Somebody tried to tell me, because I said something to them on a post, one of them demon rats, that if I had any word in front of American, I need to go back where that was. Well, because we put Moorish American, that gives us entitlement to the whole land, boo. America ain't even the name of this place for the 100th time. All you got to do is look it up. This is a Mexam. This is what this is. And it could go further back than that. But if we say for today's days and times, it's a Mexam, not America. So get your stuff right. That's why you have the United States, which is not us. But you put America there, honey, United States is in front of it. So where do y'all belong? There's the United States in front of America then. See, nationality is the order of every day, not someday. It's every day. You should know your nationality and your divine creed. So you can know that you know that you know that you and God are one. And you can stop walking around here in this fake world, being fake, when your nature ain't that. Your nature is as of a lion. But you want them to make you think you're a monkey. Straight up. So I mentioned being indigenous or a Moor, right? Because that's a word it throws around in people. You're not this, you're not that, you're not this. Okay. Well, it's funny how when I did a whole thing the other night, everywhere around the world, whether it was Poland, Switzerland, Spain, Italy, the Netherlands, there sure were Moorish heads all over the place. Proclaim your nationality so you know that the whole landmass belongs to you. You know we're all connected. The European, and when I say European, y'all have to stop thinking this skin color thing, because Europeans look like me and you too. Straight up. If you didn't know, it was all one landmass at one time. So we was all looking alike. Stop getting it twisted, not understanding your focus was on the forefront, the 10% that really run this thing. Because they're able to get you to fall into a lie. They can lie to you, and because they look like you think they're telling the truth. But a lie don't care who tell it, though. Period. If you're from the South, your grandma used to tell you that or any of that. A lie don't care who tell it. The European tried to separate the Moor, the North African Spanish navigator. Hear that? From the Indian, the American inhabitant. But the natural nature tells a different story. The mounds of North America follow the same sacred geometry as the pyramids of Egypt and the mosque of Morocco. I have a sister in Morocco. Casablanca do mean White House. They know who we are. They know that. They know that in Morocco. How I know that? Yeah, but somebody will come on here and tell me that they don't know that. And ain't nobody said that. But every time I can talk to her, she knows this. Why you don't know your nationality? See, everybody else know about us but us. Right? Greetings, greetings. So, my family likely has stories of being here since the beginning, which contradicts a slave ship narrative. Because my family was here way before a slave ship narrative ever came about. We was already over here. Before any boat got to any part of this place, we was already here. We were already trading. We created these dredged these waters so that for trade and transportation, y'all, they wasn't there just to be there. They were for trade and transportation. That's why they were there. That's why Garvey was trying to bring you to say, we need our own ships. We need our own cargo. We need our own this. As I said, I was on a TikTok the other night, and a Jamaican man from Jamaica knows he's a Moor. All right, then. Building on this, the broken thread, the scroll. Every cell in our body contains the records that the Inquisition tried to burn. So they could have burned any record they wanted to. But what's held within us, see, we're a seed that's a part of that special plant. Every seed has a part of that special plant in it. You can't take out something that's a seed. We're the seed to this. So you can't do it. Our DNA is a circle. I talked about the circle the other night that cannot be broken by a legal name change. It's the cycle of life. Go back and watch Lion King if you need to reference to anything. It's the circle of life. It's the circle. The circle's closed. The circle is complete. So the circle can't be broken by a legal name change. You have to proclaim your nationality in order to be recognized by the government in which you live. I don't care if that's Colorado, Texas, Atlanta, in the government in which you live, and the nations of the earth. There's other nations that don't recognize you as being no Black person, no African American or Negro or none of that. It doesn't recognize you. You have to be recognized by your nationality. That's why you keep hearing birthright citizenship. Even they know, believe me, they know that they're not the rightful heirs to this land. They know this. That's why they're mad, because it's being told. And even though Trump is using it in a coded way, it's being told. So you better get on with your nationality and know what that nationality is, for you do end up somewhere you don't know nothing about, because you're unaware and you didn't take the time to find out about yourself. You keep waiting for somebody to come on TV and tell you about you. You waiting for a book to come out to tell you about you, instead of you doing the due diligence to find out about who you are yourself, what your genetics are, how hard your family fought for you to be where you are today, whether you got something or you don't. The ancestors fought. At least they stood together. They went to jail together. They fought together. We is some weak people now. We is wussy like a mug. Won't get up and stand up for the children. Won't stand up for the elders. Won't stand up for the veterans. But go stand up for Beyonce with some heels on. I'm confused. The Freedom Ranchers in Colorado need help. They can party here, give out fish dinners. They can do all that. But they are Asiatic Israelite Moors that need our help. They got all them acres. You can't have all them acres and just nobody out there to help you protect it. Why people talk about, I want land, I want land. You sure? Well, make sure you got the man up and manpower to make sure you can manhandle your land. Like I say with the brothers that want all the women, it's one of you and 7 of them. Y'all got 50 acres. 400 dudes run up on your thing. Who is protecting who? You can't be protecting them 7 women. They must be protecting you. Because how you going to fight all them off by yourself? So we can't manhandle all this land we say we want by ourselves. That's why you got to give it up for the doggone Hereafter Farms. They got that bad boy on lock on how to get the community to come together in one place. Collective minds. You can't think about who you leaving behind, like Bobby Hemmett said. Whoever's going to be left behind, left behind. Leave the world behind. Key point to the movie. Let go of this stuff. You trying to drag stuff with you, you can't take with you. They don't take U-Hauls to heaven. You can't take a U-Haul or a mailbox. Sorry. So your bills can't come with you. So why you so worried about how you going to please man, and you're never worrying about yourself? Because you're too worried about how you're supposed to please this man. that nobody can ever give a name to. They can say they did it. He did it. Well, who is they? Can y'all put a name and not a color on it? Like, actually name a name so we could be all right with this. But when y'all do it as a color, it doesn't make sense. The sui juris of the soul. To be real today, you have to apply the law of the land to your family nature. You have to. Case law fact. Under the Moorish science view, when you declare your nationality, you are cleaning up the record. That's all you're doing. You are telling the government the black man that you think you have in your jail is a fake identity, or you think you have, period, on a piece of paper or any of that. I am the real man. I am a sovereign person that belongs to a sovereign nation. That's what makes you a sovereign person. You got to belong to a nation, though. So you can't go out here thinking, oh, I'm a Moor and I'm going to be sovereign by myself. No, it's only a sovereign nation. If you're not moving as a nation, you ain't moving at all. I don't care what you call yourself. You're not. In this, you guys, that we have to get back to that. We have to be more supportive of one another. Like I said, if a farmer's needing help, that's how we gonna eat if this thing shut down. You turning your nose up or act like you don't want to go get dirty when mama's calling us back. A nation will rise no higher than its woman. So meaning that as long as y'all keep y'all's face and foot on these women's neck and backs and keep them held down, the nation is never gonna rise. It's gonna continue to be where it is. The nation won't rise. And it can only rise as high as the woman is risen up. So until she's sitting back there, because Mother Earth is calling, she wants to feel your feet. She wants to feel your hands cultivate. She wants to know you love her. She wants to know you love her. You depended on man to feed you for so long that you forgot you got one mama that gives you suck. Mother Earth is who gives you suck. All the time. We have one Father. We are the children of one Father, provided for by his care. And the breast of one mother has given us suck. The Father of the universe. Mother and father have to work in unison. When the woman, the mother, the matriarch is back, we gonna level this thing out. It'll be an even playing field. It'll be an even playing field. Because you can't do nothing without yin and yang. You can't do nothing without mama and daddy, spiritually, soulfully, or physically. You can't do it. And show me somebody that has. Your first teacher was your mama. The stomach, you might not like her. She was still your first teacher. That's the first place you learn anything is from your mother. That's why people don't want the matriarch to rise up. Because most of y'all still scared of your mama. So when mama do show her face, you know she didn't come to play with you. Most of y'all don't want correction or be held accountable for anything. So of course you don't want no woman to be raising up. Because then it's going to expose your tail. And your mama going to come out of her. That's who you going to meet again. So I tell even to anyone in any relationship, man, love yourself more. Because sometimes we want to attach ourselves to this worldly place, thinking somebody's going to owe us some loyalty. When chosen ones, that's why we don't get loyalty back. Because we were chosen to come here. We chose this. We signed this contract. So as chosen ones, we're going to get the beat ups. We're the empaths. We're going to get treated the worst. No, nobody ain't going to be loyal. because we had to come teach people how to love. If you got to come teach a person how to love as a chosen person, because most people can't come up out their lower self. Most people refuse it. So your lower self helps you live in a fake world. The higher self is only going to be the reality of what this is. Your lower self's going to keep you on a low. Your lower self's going to feed all your lower desires and everything you want to attach to. Your higher self is freedom. That's where the peace comes in. And the freedom is when you raise into your higher essence of yourself. Man is not the body, nor the soul. He is a spirit and a part of Allah. That's the truth. Everyone walked away from the truth to satisfy their low desires, to satisfy the kind of car you wanted to drive, the kind of house you wanted to live in, the kind of dude you wanted to be with, the type of woman you wanted to floss around the city. You turn from God to satisfy your loose desires. Most people can't even be by themselves, male or female. I don't care how fine he is, how beautiful she is. These folks cannot be by themselves. You couldn't take a whole year just to yourself to get to learn yourself, sit with yourself, be by yourself, whether you have something or not. Everyone needs a chance to do that. You need to take the time for that. And sometimes we're forced into them situations where we got to sit to ourselves. And we got to sit in the darkness. And ain't no light. And I mean literally. And sometimes that's a sign that you have to sit in the darkness in order to gain the light. Stop being scared of the dark. Everybody wants the light and don't want to sit in the dark. But out of the darkness comes the light. That's the only way you're going to gain your light, is to be in some darkness. So through the pain we go through the triumphs we go through, we've all been through trials and tribulations in life. But through all that darkness, we come out into the light. You come out as a shiner, as a light bearer. You bear the light for the rest of the world. So no, don't get mad when ain't nobody loyal to you. Don't get mad when people break your heart. You came to teach them something. Whatever they didn't catch, that's on them. You did your part. You did your part. See, because in that same chapter of chapter 25, it tells us that when our sister is in trouble, forsake her not. When our brother is in trouble, assist him. And it flips, goes a different way. But at the same time, this is what it's saying. So every time you come across someone in your life, it may not be for a relationship. You could be being there to teach them the essence of love. Because they've only known hate their whole life. They've never seen no real love their whole life. And you're probably the first experience. So what I've had to learn through the pain and hurt of others is it was never me. It was only them dealing with themselves. So as much as it might have hurt me, I could sit there and say I did all the things in the world for these people. Sometimes you do that even with your own children. But that doesn't mean that person won't hurt you. That doesn't mean that. And if that person does hurt you, there's probably a lesson in that for you. Either be more mindful with sharing your energy with people, choose carefully, or maybe it's something in you that you got to work on because it's still a reflection, y'all. We be reflected. Do I need to stop being so kind? Stop giving your pearl to swine is what that means. And even in relationships, sisters, We will give our pearl to the swine. We know the red flags is flying all over the place, yet we refuse to pay attention. And then when God chastises us, now we're in pain. It do hurt. But we've given our pearl to swine. We can't do that. Stop holding on to these things of the world. They're of the world. They're an illusion and will pass away. It's not even real, y'all. As Sister Kia Pruitt said, did she say yesterday or today? Welcome to the Truman Show, straight up. Like, stop watching movies for your entertainment purposes. Start looking at these things for education. Maybe you can see deeper instead of being so entertained. Because it's time out for the dumb stuff and not being awoke. So, to the people all around the world, to the people in Colorado, the farmers need us. How you gonna eat? I don't want to see nobody else come on nobody's post talk about I wish I could be there. But y'all can sure gain a ticket to go see one of these goofballs perform on stage. You run to Vegas and do stuff like that. But when our brother is in trouble, we're supposed to be assisted. When our sister needs us, we're never supposed to forsake. That's a brother and a sister out there. But as I said, these people can party and black party, white party, red party, green party, purple party, this party, that party. But nobody's placing a party together to go be of assistance to some real stuff. To some real stuff. This is what we need, y'all. Our farmers need us. I miss that so much about Georgia, being able to be around farmers and ones that look like me. And ain't nobody trying to chastise them for wanting their own land and wanting to do for themselves. See, when we want to be real, they constantly push us to want to keep us fake. Now, if he was out there with a club, wouldn't nobody say that? Everybody be partying, trying to figure out how they get in there every weekend. But he is being harassed. Our own is being harassed. This is the problem. They never took us down physically. They only took us down mentally and on paper, y'all. So I'm calling out folks. If you so-called other side of the world people or other colored people, if you want to keep calling yourself a crayon, if you have any kind of love for America, any kind of love for your food source, you would have your butt down there too. So I'm going to call you out too, because you are not obsolete. My grandma had her own food on my daddy's side. My grandma had her own food on my mama's side. If you go back into these records, you're going to see that your grandparents and them were farmers. That's why the tax paper says it, goof. It says, are you a farmer? Have you worked on a farm? If you didn't know, probably if you checked it, you would find out. You get a whole lot of benefits from just being that. But because no, we want to live in a subdivision and I want to live next to this person and that person. I don't want to be self-sufficient because I'm lazy. Because I'm lazy. I want somebody else to grow me some food. I don't want to figure out how to grow no food. I don't feel like going outside. But y'all hard for everything else. Y'all ready to fight for everything else. For nonsense. Y'all ready to fight for a bottle of alcohol because somebody said something about your mama, because somebody said on your name. But y'all ain't never really gonna do no real fight for no real cause. And no matter where you go, you're going to have to stand up for something because you may not like America or might not like Trump or whatever you don't like. Well, go somewhere else and see if they're going to accept you by not liking so much stuff. Because you ain't going to go over there and talk bad about their people because they're going to put you under. So that be my thing. You don't like America. You don't like what's going on. There's other places, but there's rules to other places too. Because even once the Asiatics of North America get it back, It's still gonna be rules. Y'all ain't about to be running around here acting like banshees again. Nah, our ancestors didn't fight this hard for this. And we didn't come back this time for no nonsense. That's what we didn't do. We didn't come back this time for no nonsense. See, when you know that man don't die, man don't be unalived at all, because spirit is a part of Allah. So whether it comes back horrible or great, it's just energy transformed. It's just energy transformed. We don't want to admit it. You don't want to get onto it, but you're gravitating to people's energy you don't need. Then you wonder why you're walking around here mad and upset. Because energy just transforms from the person you sleeping with, from the person that's in your face every day, your so-called boss, to the animals you consume every day in your body, whether they're animals or humans. You're taking on the energy of that said thing. Wonder why you mad. Wonder why you can't find happiness or peace in your life. Because nothing you're doing with your inner self has peace with it. Everything you're putting in it is a carcass. It's changing your spirit, your thoughts. So you can't be authentically you when you putting all unauthentic things inside of you. You can't be happy with, because maybe you got some missing teeth. Maybe you got a gap in your teeth. Maybe your eye is cockeyed. You can't be happy with yourself because you're too attached to things that do you no good, that serve you no purpose at all. So in the whole Inquisition and really finding out why my family practiced in the way they did, their true inherited belief, but had to hide it. Had to hide it so they weren't unalived. Had to hide it so they wouldn't take their children and unalive them. That's what happened to a lot of the original people here, indigenous people here. We were doing our thing. We were living peace amongst our brothers and sisters. And someone came and disturbed our peace. And they didn't come alone. They didn't come alone. So I will say, and I'm just going to say it again. Bobby, give it to him one more time.
They said most of the people still want to hang on to this world. You still planning for a future in this world. And in order to get to that, you got to give up all of this world. Now, we know that that don't mean now to make it so, because some people think I still got a lot of work on the earth. I don't want to leave right now, people behind. They're not talking about taking you somewhere and you don't come back. This mothership is for the first part of the 144,000 is to take you to prepare your body to be the cosmic warrior. Open you up and give you the knowledge of God. And make you God so you can come back and take this thing over God style. Which means the devil don't stand a chance. So that should be some ease to some of you all.
That should be some ease to some of you all. It's just raising your vibration, raising your thoughts to infinite wisdom instead of finite wisdom. That's what that's about. To know that you are the warrior of Allah or of God. And your body is going, you're going to see that. That if not, then go be a warrior for the other side that you're not going to win on, because you won't win on that side. You won't win on that side. So I just want to come and share a little something with you today, TikTok and all other platforms. I will see you guys next time. Remember, check out for Vibe and Vine. We actually locked down a spot. So Vibe and Vine will be going on every Thursday starting in April. You'll be able to pick up your holy hair butter products. Holy hair butter. When I tell you, done and made with nothing but the best herbs from different parts of the world, all natural, no chemicals. I'm telling you, the creaminess of my hair butter, as you can see, it's really creamy. I don't want to mess up the jar because I've already been shaking it, but it's very light. Matter of fact, where is my jar? Where's my jar at? Is it here? Let me get my jar is right here. So I can show y'all the texture of this butter. This is the texture of this butter. It is butter, baby. It's butter, baby. Look at it. It just emulsifies so good. And I do have this thing on my hair. But I want y'all to see the emulsification in my hands of it, right? And when I put it in my hair, it's not heavy, but it definitely gives me the moisturization I need. And it's being a hairstylist for over 32 years, I was always up on hair products. Products are my thing, product knowledge. What's in a product? How's it going to work? Is it going to help my hair? Is it going to make her hair come out? Oh, God, my client's hair falling out. I got to repair it. So my holy hair butter is going to make your hair grow. If you don't have edges, if you're dealing with some spots, it's going to help. It's going to heal the scalp. It's very scalp healing and all of that. So that's our holy hair butter. We got our obsidian crown for our brothers for their beards in case they're dealing with ingrown hairs, in case they're dealing with, just the dryness of their skin. This is made with some amazing herbs, all natural herbs with great virgin pressed olive oil and great butters to make sure that it doesn't irritate the skin. It has aloe in it, eucalyptus. It has some amazing stuff in it. It has nettles, neem. It has some dope stuff in here. So the holy hair butter, you can shop online at the DrewAliExperience.com. Over on Shopify, you can see not only our holy hair butter line, but you can also view the different herbs and teas that we can blend for you if you need some. We have a few teas coming out. Some of those drinks on there, I'm gonna be honest, that's just for y'all to enjoy and make you one. The ingredients are there, just make you one. Don't look for me to make it for you. Just make you one, right? So we got that. What else do we have? Goodness, we have a lot, right? Our sea moss is coming soon. Got purple sea moss from Morocco. So that's coming soon. We will be selling it only by the powder, though. I'm not doing gel. We'll be doing it by the powder. Hey, love. We'll be doing it by the powder. I love you so much. I miss you. So that purple sea moss is here. What else do we have? We got Vibe and Vine. It'll be held in Montbello every Thursday starting in April. If you're a vendor, if you have jewelry, you make jewelry, you're an artist of any kind, you want to just get your business out there, you need to come out to this event. It's going to be major. It's for the community. It's to build the community. We're bringing food boxes. So when I say food boxes, I'm talking fresh fruits and vegetables. That's what kind of food boxes we're bringing to this Vibe and Vine. Hopefully trusting that we could get the farmer to be able to come up, but with him being so stressed out and people bothering him, I'm not sure if he'll be able to come up, but I want him to come up. I want him to be invited, that he gets any farmers get a free table because it's about to get warm. So our farmers, we can offer them a free vending table, just like they do Vegan Social in Atlanta. Anywhere you are, why don't you set these things up in your local area? Vibe and Vine is a Denver social. So if you sell something, you make something, you grow food, we want to see you. We don't want nothing that's made by somebody else. It has to be made by you. It has to be handmade by you. Okay? Not that it's made by somebody else and you come and no. We want to see that it is. And even if you are, make sure it's something handmade. Like I don't want a t-shirt. We don't want t-shirts coming from Walmart and you decided to sell them because you got them on sale on TikTok. No. We want you to bring your gifts. We want you to bring your knowledge. We'll have workshops. If you're an educator, if you do any type of Reiki, massages, any type of that work, any of that work, come please. Please come be a part. We're looking for those vendors too and looking for those people too. We have to build community. We have to bring community to our areas. It has nothing to do about, oh, they ain't got nothing going on there. We'll make it go on. You be the change you want to see. Don't wait for nobody else to do it. Because man loves to follow, he hates to lead. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali said that, and that's a fact. Man loves to be a follower. He don't like leading nothing. He want to see somebody else do it first. But no, why don't you be the first to do it? Why don't you be the first to do something in your local area? For your people. For your community, for your village. Because if things go poof and it's 10 days of darkness, I sure hope y'all got somebody to go to that got something for you. I hope you're just not going to be out here without nothing because you don't know how to talk to nobody, or you got to, whatever you feel, you're in your feelings because of somebody running an office, or you don't like this person because of their skin color, but they got some food to feed you. Get out your feelings. Learn how to love instead of hate, y'all. So, the invitation's out. You come out. You be a part. But do something in your area too. Don't wait for others to do something first. You do something. So we can come and we can support you in your doing. Because that's what it has to be. So shout out, get out there, support your local farmers. I don't care where you are in the world. There's farmers all over this place. Like I told my cousin today, learn from the Amish. The Amish don't need nobody and they've been fine forever. If AKA black folks stop being so scary, we know how to be all right forever. It's a part of our nature. We got so scared, we just continue to be fake for these folks and not be the real of who we are. As the indigenous Moors, the indigenous Israelites, whatever you want to call us, Indian, all of that. We're all of that and then some with a bag of chips. We're all that and then some with a bag of chips. But I also know my Moorish roots. And I know the Moors wasn't nothing to play with. So you can see ain't nobody went down as a punk. So you can deny it, you can love on it, but you can deny it at the same time. So I hope y'all have a good rest of this Monday. Reach out to your local farmers, go volunteer, do something. Mother Earth's calling us back. She needs us, y'all. She needs us. Her children. I love y'all. TikTok, y'all are the best. When I tell y'all, I love me some TikTok. I love y'all TikTok. TikTok. Y'all come through. I got to give it to y'all. The most aware people are on TikTok. And I always say, stop doing this one. But I can't, TikTok. Because I be like, them people need some love too. But y'all come through and I got to give it to y'all, TikTok. Y'all the business. Peace and love. Peace and love. I didn't see no comments of all y'all. I hope y'all all doing good on TikTok. Yeah, they try to restrict my live. They always trying to restrict my live because they don't know the truth. They like us living as fake people. They love